I'd like to talk about tricky and untricky polyrhythms of Chopin Nocturne in B major. So now we're going to do polyrhythm of bar number 36. So you see the 5 semiquavers against 2 quavers, right? So that is 5 against 2, all right? So what is the least common multiple of 5 against 2? That's 10, right? All right, so left hand goes after every 5, and right hand semiquaver goes after every 2. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 2 quavers, right? So we divide into 2 groups. So it's gonna be 3, 2 groupings. So you play the first note together, and then the second note comes in between the third and then the fourth semiquaver in the right hand. So now we're going to play with the left hand together. So now we're doing the polyrhythm of bar number 39. So as you see, you have 5 eighth notes, the 5 quavers in the left hand, quartet and dotted quartet in the right hand. So it looks like you have 5 notes against 2, but actually it's not. You have to consider this as 4 against 2, right? Because the first 3 notes are triplets. So 3 notes should be played in the time of 2. So you have to consider that as a 4 against 2. Right, because the triplet should be played in a time of 2 quavers, which is quarter beat, right? So first one together, and then the next dotted quarter you play with the fourth quaver in the left hand, right? If it's a 5 against 2, the dotted quarter in the right hand should be played between the third and then the fourth quaver, but because the first 3 notes are triplet, you have to play the dotted quartet with the left hand fourth quaver together at the same time. All right, because you consider triplet as a 2 notes, right? So basically that is, you have to consider that as a 4 against 2. And so you play the first note together, and then the fourth note goes with the right hand dotted quartet. Now we're doing the polyrhythm of bar number 45. So you see there are 3 notes. So the first one is a quaver, and there is a 16th rest sign, the semi-quaver rest and semi-quaver, and followed by a quaver, right? And then that's against 2 quavers in the left hand, right? And it says it's a triplet, right? And so it looks very confusing, but actually it's not. So you just write it out. So you know that rhythm of the first group is a triplet, right? So just write them out in 6 semiquavers, right? Like this, right? So that is equivalent to a 3 quaver triplet. All right, and then now you see, then how would you play 6 against 2? So the first quaver goes with the first semiquaver in the right hand, and the next quaver goes with the fourth semiquaver in the right hand. So basically that is a 6 against 2, right? These 2 notes together at the same time, there is a semiquaver rest instead of the semiquaver. So you can just simply replace the semiquaver with the semiquaver rest, but basically it's the same rhythm. So basically that is the rhythm 6 against 2, all right? And quaver in the left hand will go with semiquaver together. And the next rhythm is a 3 against 2, right? So what is the least common multiple of 3 against 2? 6. All right, so left hand goes after every 3, all right? Right hand goes after every 2. All right, so you know that the second quaver in the left hand goes halfway between the second and third quaver in the right hand. All right, and so you play first one together, and then the second quaver in the left hand goes halfway between the second and then the third quaver. So let's play, and then this together. I'll play it again. This together, and also I'll play bar number 39. So, but first three notes are triplet, right? So you play, so this together, and then the D sharp and the B, you play together at the same time, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. So that's how the rhythm goes here.